we are. A little bit of technical difficulties tonight, my friends, but with Facebook, but we are here. We are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Jan Carmanico Reeves for Motivational Mondays Live, and I'm on a mission to make real estate investing fun, easy, and profitable. Tonight, I have with me DeDee Cai, and she is the founder and performance coach of Fit to Profit, a company that utilizes psychology, cognitive science, holistic wellness, and business to help entrepreneurs get mentally fit to obtain peak level performance in their businesses. With over 15 years of experience in running her own businesses in the brick and mortar and health and wellness industry, DeDee married her love for living an optimal lifestyle and business to create Fit to Profit. She believes that women deserve to have it all. She's on a mission to empower women entrepreneurs to create financial freedom and build wealth from the inside out. So that's wonderful. Thank you, DeDee, for that. Your bio there. That's awesome. That pretty much tells the story. But do you want to maybe expand on that a little bit?
Yes, no, first and foremost, thank you so much, Jan, for having me today. And I'm super, super excited to share my story and anything that people can take away from our conversation and create more results in their life. So, yeah, no, I'm proud to be here as a mindset and motivational coach as well for myself and my clients. It has been a personal journey. I'm just grateful to be able to do the work that I love and transforming lives at the same time, my own lives and others as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for our conversation today, Jan.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. So I shared on previous intro video that something tragic that happened to you the week of your wedding. Your best friend took her own life, and how that kind of catapulted the whole journey. Right? Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, absolutely. And it's interesting. We go through life and there are so many, I'm sure, obstacles that we have to face. And interestingly, sometimes when we hear the word, it's a blessing in disguise. I really didn't really believe that until actually that tragedy happened. And what was really interesting is that not only was I um of course, I can look at the situation as if, oh my goodness, I'm a victim, and or could I just look at the situation as, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this lesson, or what's the lesson I'm supposed to learn, right, from this tragedy? And I think it's really a calling for me to really reflect in really my own life too. Is it really life and death, right? Because ultimately, we all were created for a reason, and what are we really meant to do with our lives? Which has always been my question up until that point. And when I lost my friend to such tragic reason, I was forced to look at my own life and what I realized. And from her, I realized that I was actually suffering from the same. I was actually suffering from depression, anxiety as well. But I made everything look really perfect from the outside.
I think a lot of
Like it
people
was.
do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was suffering in silence and everything was happy and dandy. And to be honest, I had it was a rude awakening that I had to face in terms of, do you continue on, right? Like putting on this happy face, or is there anything that you can change in your life right now, right? Like having this situation. And so first and foremost, one of the biggest thing was that I vowed to myself that no one should ever go through what I went through that week, because it was, I don't even have the words, honestly, to describe, like, like two ends of the spectrum, right? Like getting married to the love of your life, and then over here losing your best friend, and whatever. And so, yeah, so I have to say that got me to reflect and said, now I have the responsibility to know that if have a responsibility now to help people, how do I do that? What do I start? Where do I start? And it was honestly, my only answer was, well, guess what? You may have to heal yourself. Take care of yourself first. So I started doing what I knew best. With the first step that I knew how was start taking care of myself on a physical level. So I started exercising, I started eating healthier, I started meditating. I developed a really religious yoga practice, and one thing led to another, where I realized that all of that were missing in my life, and hence why I felt the way I did. And so, yeah, so it has been a personal journey until that moment. And when I decided to start taking care of myself was when I realized maybe there's something to this. Maybe this is what I'm meant to do, for the rest of my life. And sure enough, I answered that calling and enrolled myself in a holistic health coaching program, which where I discovered the coaching industry. And that the rest is history. I started, pitching my business, launched my business. Fit to Profit was really truly based on my journey of getting physically, mentally, emotionally, and also spiritually fit. And which I really truly believe that those elements are the foundation or makes up the foundation for success, no matter personally or professional, especially professionally. And so yeah, that's really why Fit to Profit, and why what I do what I do. And I'm super passionate about it, because the more that I am deeper into self development, I also realized the reason why I was so depressed and depleted is because I didn't feel worthy, for my own success or even for my own identity. And that's why I'm passionate about really teaching women how to feel worthy enough to go after whatever it is that she wants. Because ultimately, we are the creator, of our own life. But we have to start with really healing ourselves from the inside out.
Right, right. And yeah, I guess you can't have a successful business if you're not healed from within, right? Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. And oftentimes, especially culturally and socially right now, we're really pressured with having things be a certain way. And I not honestly ultimately lost myself in the process up until that point because I was, as you hear from my bio, I was running brick and mortar, etc., things like that. But I was doing all of that just to fulfill other people's expectation of me. Like, oh, I'm supposed to, go do great in school, and I did, and I was supposed to get a really good corporate job, and I did, and then I found myself in a cubicle, and I realized no, that this wasn't for me. 6 months after that, I was like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, let's start a business because that's the American dream, right? Still, that didn't work. I end up working 18-hour days. Then no, it became an American nightmare pretty fast. And so ultimately it's getting into alignment with who you are and what you truly believe as profitability, or as what you look for in terms of being successful, right? We have to define our own level of success, or our own definition of success. And burnt out and dissatisfaction all happen from not being in alignment with what we think should be. So yeah, we're very big with ensuring that our clients, especially women CEOs, are very clear, on her values of what she wants to bring into the world and what she stands for. Because anything that we build around that, for example, we believe that building a business needs to be built around your life and not your life around your business. And so yeah, the business models is determined by the lifestyle that she wants to live. And so it's very important that the foundation needs to be built on really strong core values.
yes, yes. And I think too, what success means to your client. And find most people that you talk to, success means time freedom, right?
Yes, and what's really interesting is when you're off to the races and when you first start, that's usually the idea. But then I can speak from my own experience. Remember the 18-hour days? We end up working, ourselves to the grounds because we I think if anything, generalizing, right, that we glorify the hustle. but it's so crazy I have to say this, but it's not about the blue collar type of mentality anymore. We don't have to muscle in, we don't have to hustle. It's really understanding what it is that we need and then finding the right people, and the right strategy, the right automation, all of the things, technology to support us. It's not about muscling in anymore. It's about really truly using our brains and like really working smart.
Working smarter, not harder. Yeah, yeah. And who,
Yeah.
not how. I love that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
system.
don't know how to do everything in my business, but I can find somebody.
Yeah, exactly. That loves to do what they do, right? And that's
Yeah.
good at what they do. Yeah, I love that, who, not how. That's awesome. So, primarily, or 100% your clients are women?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have on rare occasions men do sought me out, but yes, mostly women. I cater to women. Yes.
Okay, okay. And what would is there a particular field that your clients would be in, or is it everything? What?
Yeah, most of my clients are coaches and consultants or creators, meaning like they are really monetizing their specialty. That whether it is a life experience or it is years of a particular skill, things like that. People who are really looking to sell their knowledge. So I would say more coaches, consultants, and creators and service-based professionals.
Okay. Okay, very good. Um yeah, and so you have a 90-day boot camp, mindset mastery?
Yes, yes, yes. So that's an entree to what we really actually do. Um,
Okay.
ultimately, it's part of our program where we really teach you how to charge whatever you want, charge your worth, and get your ideal clients to pay for what you think is right. And so the mindset around that is incredible. I mean, there's always that next level. So that's what we get to focus on and really teaching women how to do that, like to really be able to really stand in their confidence and know that they can really provide the solution and the results and how to charge their worth.
Okay, very good. And so that is the beginning of your program, part of your program?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
how
so
does that
that
work
that
in?
is one so that is one of the group programs that we have that we are
Okay,
launching this fall. As a yes, as an I want to say the first level into ultimately, mindset mastery is what we get people into the mastermind. So the
okay,
boot camp and then the mastermind, but yes, the 90
okay,
days.
okay. So, and that's a group activity.
Yes.
Yes, yes, and then followed by mastermind.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And then is there private coaching as well?
I do have private coaching for clients who really need that like hand holding and more contact. Usually for what it's worth, the group coaching community is what is the strongest for us, just because we know that with a community, you get more support and you have more people to hold you accountable. And so group coaching programs is one of the best, I want to
Okay.
say programs for us, but I do have one-on-one clients as well.
Okay, it's the collective mind, right? Yeah. And accountability partners. It's always good to have. Um, well, that's great. So, can you tell us any more about your program, or is that pretty much wrap it up how it works? Or
Yes, I mean the intention of our programs is to we address basically three areas. Three major areas is one is mindset. I mean, mindset is everything, right? Like
right?
mindset is everything. So that's one. The second biggest element, and a lot of our clients love, and I know my program does not exist out there, is the money coaching element. Is we also coach personal finances, not on a really practical side, but also on a behavioral side. We all have our right money beliefs
Yes, yes,
that we were raised with, which
yes,
we have to learn about so that we can navigate. Because oftentimes in my earlier years, when I first started my business, I really just really had the mindset of working hard, right? Just to pay the bills, working hard to pay the bills. But then when I have learned that I really need to shift from working hard to, okay, things can be easier. Okay, how can I start to really do things easier? Well, remember the who instead of the how. And I had to learn how to delegate. I had to learn how to automate, or just, eliminate, get rid of it. And
Yeah.
so we get to really teach women to really heal their relationship with money first and foremost, right? And then lastly, the biggest thing that I'm very passionate about is also helping to rewire the limiting beliefs around abundance and around success in general, right? We have a lot of head trash that that is built up over the years. I don't care how well you were raised. There's like you might have grown up with little money or no money like me, and we have head trash about that. And or if you grew up in a lot of money, you have shame around that. And so we really get to basically redesign, our belief system around money. So ultimately, it sounds like a business development program, but it's we as you can hear already, it's going pretty deep in you as a CEO and what are really are the hiccups or basically the barriers that have been holding you back from creating, that level of wealth that you feel like that you deserve.
Very good. Very good. Yes, I'm hearing that over and over again, the same kind of concepts that about our beliefs in money growing up, and we have to work hard to make our money, or we're a bad person if we have too much money, or all those kind of things, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we operate with that. Like it becomes our behavior, right? Like when it comes to looking at things. And that's why, no matter who I work with as my clients, there's always this little thing about, oh, I can't charge that, or I feel guilty taking that amount of money. It's just really interesting. And again, I had to learn all of that like for myself, and then taking myself through the process, and then of course now walking my clients through it is pretty interesting. We all have our own money stories that we have to work through.
Yeah, it must be very empowering to you to watch the growth of your clients from beginning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just even, for example, just really getting a quick aha or light bulb moment where they could say, really, you think I can charge that? And I would always ask them the question of, it's not about what I think. What do you think you can charge? You think you can charge that? And when you even just turn the question around is when they say, yeah, I think I can charge that. I'm like, then you charge that. It's just really fascinating and interesting. It's almost like somewhere along the lines we're waiting for permission of some sort, to go after it, like whether it's the next rate, or I don't know, the next opportunity, or even going to the spa because I need a massage. Like it's
I'm
you
supposed
know
to be working, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just all of that really honestly is wrapped up in the, limiting belief systems that we have around
Yeah.
money, around time, around freedom, around, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. And that's why I think for me, the most rewarding is to be able to get the clients to uncover and discover, what their limiting beliefs that they've been living with and operating on. That's the most fascinating part. And for them to like really, first of all, identify and then work to rewire is very neat. That is rewarding.
Yeah, that's amazing. That it must be amazing to watch the people go through the process.
Yes.
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 Yes, that's awesome. So, what's the best way for people to reach out to you if they would like
Yes.
to learn more about your
Absolutely.
services?
Yes, we are on our website is www.fittoprofit.com, all spelled out. It's www.fittoprofit.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and yes, I am just a message away. If you have any questions about money, if you have any questions about, oh, what's the rate I should start with, or how should I increase, when should I increase, and how often, etc. I like all of that is what I love and passionate about. And yeah, ultimately, I truly believe that you can have it all. So It takes the right person and the right, I want to say, determination and discipline, but it's possible.
Awesome. Awesome. So I will put your website in the Facebook chat. But people can also reach out to you just on
Yeah,
Facebook, like through Messenger.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Any last minute things you'd like to share with the audience about?
Yes, 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 yes. Considering this is Motivation Mondays, right? I
Right.
really want to basically say that no matter what it is that you're up to, personally or professionally, especially, whatever you do, do not give up. Success is a long game. It's not about getting to wherever it is overnight, but it's ultimately staying with the process, trusting the process, ultimately trusting yourself. And as long as you don't quit, it's a matter of when you will be successful. So stay with the work and yes, it's a
Stay in your
marathon.
lane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Continue working on yourself and all you will, yep, it will pay dividends.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thanks so much, DeDee, for joining us tonight and telling us about your business. Like I said, I will put your website in the chat, and people feel free to reach out to DeDee on Facebook Messenger or check out her website. Um,
Yeah.
Primarily for women, but there is the odd gentleman that may join as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jan, for having me. Again, thanks for listening in. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, send Jan and I, either one of us, a message if you need help with anything. But yes, I'm so delighted to be here for this conversation, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, everybody, for joining in tonight. Again, I'm Jan Carmanico Reeves, and I'm here every week at 6 p.m. EST with wonderful guests like DeDee and that share their expertise, knowledge, and passion. And I myself am on a mission to make real estate investing fun, easy, and profitable. I will see you all next week.